130.
Wait, so you have to be 100.
I was joking.
Everyone has more hair than me. Pause. Everyone has more facial hair than me. No, not like that.
It was a video manager, but it was just like,
Yeah, you're correct. Really? Yeah.
I don't know if people like music.
Madge. I don't mind armpits. That can be fine. People do that. I have to be hard for it. And?
Or they say, oh, it seems like you're free.
Oh no!
I thought. Yeah, we have to be sexualized, you know? Like,
And I hate that so much.
alcoholism.
Who?
Lucy Veal, she at the start of the her game.
She encouraged
Yeah.
me because I'm here to tell the world. I'm here to tell you all right now.
Me and my mate we done some slaloms, which is sick. Like you're going down
You like crying your eyes out.
I was literally crying. He is the sexiest man to touch Jamaica.
Met up. Yeah, we just wanted to be friends. We were just like, listen, like maybe we should stop doing this, blah blah blah. So we stopped.
We're in summer, guys. It's hot outside.
It's hot. Wearing leather outside today.
But this time round, tell me.
In his head, thinking that I would self and that or I will continue and be like, yeah, but I'm mature for my age. Shut up.
No.
This was my first day.
Oh my God, I hope I have no time.
I've turned them down for unknown reasons.
No, the first one you turned down was 3 cinders. What's the taking it in? You're mad. Hi everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Ishy'S Liveout Superstars with your best host. And it's actually a really exciting episode I got today because it's not just a regular episode, but it's also hold a place in my heart. It's my 1 year anniversary, guys. Oh my goodness, I actually cannot believe that we've reached 1 year of Ishy'S Liveout Superstars. And I didn't even think for a minute that I was going to successfully hold out a YouTube channel on its own for more than like 4 videos. So I'm actually really grateful and happy that this moment has actually finally come to me because so much has triggered me along the way where I've actually been so put off wanting to restart any form of making a channel again. So I'm actually really happy, and not only just that, but the support of you guys have actually really got me through this journey so much. And I do hope to see more of you guys sharing the love and more subscribers to come along the way and more followers. It's a big milestone for me when it comes to actually just setting that out. So thank you guys, and I will make sure that this is going to go on for many more years to come. I remember actually, I think back in 2022, about 4 years ago now, because I actually started out an old YouTube channel like ages ago, just not even a podcast, but just a general channel where I go around doing vlogs and going out and doing other things and activities. And I actually spent about half the year, 6 months planning that out. And there was so much that I wanted to get involved in the channel. And I actually manifested so many ideas. And I just said to myself, you know what, this is actually an opportunity I'm going to finally take. And I actually uploaded my very first video. And then I was supposed to do a collab video with another YouTuber that I met. And whilst I was editing the videos, I actually ended up losing all of my files because my laptop actually ended up shutting down completely. Just out of nowhere, I went to work one day and came back because I think I left it to charge, or I just left it out on my bed and I opened my laptop and it wouldn't turn on. And I thought it was dead for a minute, so I tried to charge it and it just wouldn't turn on. And I was so confused at the time because I said to myself, oh my goodness, I even advertised that out there onto my channels, onto my social platforms saying, oh my God, my new episode is about to come out, or my new YouTube video is about to come out in the next few days. Please subscribe and keep watching or whatever. And yeah, I tried to get it fixed and nothing. And I wasn't aware of it at the time. So it really affected me very dearly. And then I went to go and get it checked out at the Mac store because it's a MacBook Pro that I have. And yeah, they ended up telling me that my laptop is permanently corrupted and all of my files have been lost. And I spent I have like 2 to 2.5, 3 years of data on that. And even now, thinking about it still upsets me sometimes, but it just goes to show that every blessing comes in disguise. There's so much more that was needed to develop my journey, which obviously has got me to this point now. And even to this day, sometimes I still get anxiety of whether I'm going to lose my files or not. And goodness me, successfully 20 episodes later, I am here on my podcast. So yeah. But you know what? It's actually crazy how I started off this podcast journey because, again, in the first time, like I mentioned a few episodes before, I wasn't actually supposed to like do a YouTube channel exclusive. I just was gonna do Instagram clips and just go around doing like public interviews and maybe doing like short podcast segment clips on my phone. And then I realized, you know what? I've been looking at other podcasts. Okay, so, guys, you know what? I want to touch up on the topic quickly because, you know what? I actually got heavy inspiration from my podcast. Listen, so my podcast is actually inspired by Chloe versus the World because, girl, oh my God, babe, you are such a diva. You are such a character and I love every fucking part of you. Like, the way she actually she just carries her personality and her guests in such a funny, comedic way. And because it's celebrities as well, so you're forgetting like, celebrities are humans. They're not robots. Celebrities are humans. So the fact that the celebrities go through so much of like everyday scenarios and dramas like us, it's actually so wild to think about. And especially when I look at people such as Wes Nelson or, who else has she brought on? I don't know if she brought on Lewis Capaldi, but people like them they are going through so much like crap. And I'm here for it. Like, I actually want to know, like, there's so much tea that I'm invested in when I listen to their conversations, and especially celebrity drama as well. So, you know, like, we're all going to be hooked onto what celebrities are going to be talking about, especially. You know what's a funny thing about this, actually, because I actually met Chloe Burrows briefly. I don't think she knows me, but where I used to work, guys, Nighthawks was the place where I met everybody, okay? I'm going to keep saying that name. But at Nighthawks, I came across Chloe Burrows. I served her, briefly spoke to her for a couple seconds. I can't remember what I was talking to her about, though. I'm definitely something about her outfit or something because she's also a fashion icon. Like, she knows how to dress. So I'm just like, yeah, girl, you know how to eat up your outfits. And you're like, oh, thank you, I don't know if I was dressed that good myself. But it's funny because when I actually interacted with her at the time, she didn't have the podcast yet. So it would be good to, like, come across her now, post-podcast era. But yeah, she's also really good at what she does. But girl, I really hope if you're seeing this as well, I want you to be on my podcast one day once I start to, like, blow up. Or can I be on your podcast? I feel like we just match so much energies together, especially because we're so electrifying in the way we present ourselves. And I'm sure she has ADHD as well, as she's mentioned on the podcast. And with me having autism, I feel like the neurodiversity will really collide very well. So yeah, I do really want to get other celebrities on as well. I don't have an ideal. Okay, why is my alarm blowing off? Boom. I don't have any. I can't think from the top of my head right now. But somebody asked me who would be my dream collab guest, like celebrity wise. I mean, this is a delusional thing I'm going to say here because it's going to be very impossible, and some people may not be too pleased by this answer, but I did say I want Chris Brown to be my guest. I'm just like the white people are, but I actually said to myself, oh, imagine Chris Brown coming on my podcast and I just talked to him about certain things. No, honestly, I can't because again, I know a lot about what goes on the internet, so there's gonna be a lot that I'm gonna draw out and ask, and I need to be internet ready for that. I mean, having a podcast helps me be internet confident, anyways. And the thing about it as well, it's not just about having internet confidence, but it's about also being confident outside of the phone or the camera, which I have. And I feel like that's something that I've learned to develop along the way now, especially coming from a place where I used to be very bullied. So I didn't really have the confidence or always put myself down. Even sometimes I have my moments, but I always remember one thing to myself. I can't put myself down because everyone has their flaws, but we're all coming from a place where we evolve in our own selves, and there's so much different places where we come from. So for me, I just take every step as it goes. There's like, the pressure is on, but it's about how I handle that pressure. So yeah, it's happy days for me. You know what though, speaking about the journey of my podcast, because like, again, as fun as it has been to post all the things that has happened, there has been some flaws. There's been some setbacks as well during season 1. Because, okay. Right, so obviously going back to like how we done the trailer and everything and how everything was supposed to be set out, because I had a certain structure at the time that was supposed to happen, and the layout of the episodes ended up being like changed drastically later on. So as you know, the first 3 episodes that were published on the podcast was Rixton being episode 1, Alex being episode 2, Tasman being episode 3. That order was actually supposed to be different. I even done an Instagram poll at the start of the series, or when I first announced the series, especially in my trailer. I had another person who was supposed to go on as well. Obviously, like again, circumstances caused that to happen and change. So the original structure was going to be Rixton being the first episode, the other person being the second episode was Alex being the third and Tasman being the fourth, which I'd done like by a roulette, because I'd done a roulette spinner and it just gave me the order of those people. I even done like a vote, like a public vote on Instagram when I posted the trailer, asking who would you like to see first. And actually, Alex won the vote. No, actually, Alex and Rixton tied in the votes. But I think because I already had like the content for Rixton being like the first beginner starting up, and then obviously because like Rixton is one of my closest friends in that group now, so I feel like especially having Alex, who's not really an internet person, it was more fascinating to have Alex come a little bit later as someone that's different person, but yeah, and then cool. Despite everything that happened, though, there's so many other things. There's so many other problems I wanted to address, especially time. Oh shit! I'm gonna pick that up later. Time wasters. Yeah, I'm gonna heavily speak about time wasters because I'm not talking about that other person now. I'm talking about other people, because there's been several moments whilst getting into production where people have actually like flaked out. Cool. Like, again, it's actually normal that not everybody's going to want to be on my podcast. Everyone's not going to want to be on a podcast, period. It's normal for not everyone to be on the internet. So, cool, I understand they're not going to be comfortable with that. But there's ways going by it, especially when you don't address it to me or you agree to do it and then closer to the time on the day of production, you will flake and then tell me, or you have to wait for me to chase you up to say, I can't be bothered to do it anymore. I'm not ready for a podcast. And I've had several people do that in the past. Like, it is really frustrating because as creatives, you got to also consider the fact that this is my time being taken out. And I also have a part-time job as well. So I work around the rota of my the flexibility of my rota. So I also have to be cautious of that. So when I tell people my availability and then they're always constantly letting me down, that's when it becomes a problem. I even made an Instagram story on my podcast page ages ago about the rules and regulations of being on a podcast. And it's actually, it's actually really good that I'm going to say this on here again. But if you want to join my podcast, feel free to. But I understand there's personal circumstances that go on at home or in your lives. That's fine. We're all human. I'm not going to come after you for that. But if you flake out on me more than 3 times, then I'm just booting you off the series. And I did that with one person, right? And he actually, I got referred by an ex-guest on the show that put me on this person. And I actually tried to get him to come on. And it was like a really exciting sponsorship that we're going to do as well. Shame, I mean, I can get other sponsorships. But he basically kept, like, flaking it. But it was to the point where you made me wait 2.5 months now at that point. So we agreed on a date. And I said, okay, cool, we're going to go do this on this date. Cool. And this was like 3 weeks prior to the actual day we were going to do it. Now, the 3-week come by happens. Well, it doesn't happen. He doesn't pick up the phone. I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever. And then he messaged me like a week later. I said, no, I'm so sorry, I've been busy, been hectic. I'm like, yeah, I wish you could have told me that because you committed to it, that you made a commitment. And then he didn't make the commitment again. And then we kept like extending dates. The dates never happened. And then it got to the point where I started to get really frustrated. So I just said, you know what, I'm going to tell you now, are we going to do this at this point? Like, is this podcast going to happen? I just want to know. I just want to know what's up. Like, what's going on? And he wasn't, it got to the point where he started airing my messages. Not as in leave me undelivered, but reading me and leaving me unread. Sir, do not do that, especially when I'm trying to get stuff done down here. If you do not want to be on my podcast, then just say. And I even said that to him. And it got to the point where he just stopped answering me. I'm just like, all right, this is how we're going to go? Cool. I said to him, I'm dropping you from the series. I unfollowed him. Like, rightfully so. Like, don't waste my time. Don't piss me off. You've done too much now. Like, at the point, like, what the fuck are you doing? And he actually blocked me. Right, cool. So I'm being penalized now because you couldn't fucking do your job properly. Cool. Say less. But yeah, and that's just a message to all of you out there. Like, don't be doing this kind of flaky shit. Like, if you do not want to do something, just say it. It's not that hard. Like, I'm not gonna cry, but I did feel a certain way if I had people that I really wanted on that would perfectly match the show, but didn't want to be on it. So I just said, you know what? Like, it happens sometimes. It is what it is. But you just have to move on with it. Like, it's life. What can you do about it? Really and truly. Right, I want to do a quick segment thing. Because I got asked these questions, like, thoughts I don't say out loud. So I'm going to quickly read out, like, 5 of these. Which, okay, cool. I'm going to try to be really quick with them as well because I ain't got that much time left. So the first one is, have I ever judged somebody instantly and later been right? I mean, all the majority of the time, yeah. Like, sometimes, cool, I overjudge. But more time than... What's the worst one that I've had? I don't even know, you know. You know what? Easy one for me would be, I'm judging someone based off their personality. If you are a dickhead, I can read a dickhead through and through. Like, quick maths. The amount of people I've come across that have actually, like, yeah, just been assholes to me. I just distance myself from them immediately, to be honest. Next one would be, do I read messages and wait on purpose? Okay. Listen, I'm gonna admit, it depends on the type of message that you send me, because sometimes for me, I like to marinate. I let the messages marinate. If it's like not that interesting, I'll answer straight away. But it just depends on what I'm doing, whether like I'm outside or I'm busy or I'm reading a long message and I've read it, but I know that I'm not gonna have time to like mentally answer right now because I want to answer it perfectly, like in the way I've imagined it in my head. So if I accidentally open the message, I'll just tell them like, listen, I will text you back. Sometimes I'll actually air you, but please don't take offense to that because I never intentionally mean it. Okay, the third one would be, have I ever pretended to not see someone in public all the time? You know what? It depends on the person as well. Like, cool. You know what's weird about that, actually? That question that I just brought asked, have I ever pretended to not see someone in public? I have a few followers, yeah, on English. I have a few followers, yeah, on Instagram that actually do that. I'm gonna out some of you because you're weird for that. I mean, I guess you're probably just too shy to come over and speak to me. Like, it's fine. Sometimes I get awkward. Because it depends, like, if I don't talk to you like that, do I initiate hello? Or do I wait for you to say hello to me? Or do we just look at each other and just turn away? I had somebody on social media, actually, that walked past me, looked at me, and just turned away immediately. I don't know, sure, you've seen my stories. Don't act like you don't know who the hell I am. You know what? That's a crazy one, actually. I think someone I went to college with, and I swear to God I did this by accident. Like, I didn't even mean it. Like, I just felt, you know what it is? I'm not close with that person, but I respect that person, if that makes sense. So I got really anxious one day. I was on my way to work, got on the bus, about to go upstairs. I was just minding my business. I was listening to music in my headphones. Come across this person that I knew from college, whatever. I see her stories all the time. Oh, lovely person. Yeah, she just said, hey, you're right. And I said, yeah, I'm good. And I went straight upstairs, not knowing that she was going to stay downstairs and lower deck. And I went up the upper deck. So, yeah, I was going to go over and, like, catch up with her and everything. But I just said, I don't know. I just don't know you. And, like, I just don't know how to talk to you. I was just so nervous. So, I think because of that, she probably took it as, oh, I'm airing her off, or I'm giving her a shoulder, or like moving very weird, like I don't like know her, trying to act too good for her. So she actually removed me like the day after. I'm like, whoa. I mean, girl, I didn't do it on purpose, but if she took it that way, I do apologize because I actually didn't mean it that way at all. Okay, fourth one is, do I stalk people I don't talk to anymore? For a good week or two, and then I will just burn you off and just block you. Just safe. Because, cool, I do... Sometimes I pre-through people's pages, but, like... Yeah, if I don't talk to you, like... Every now and then, yeah, we fall out. I will check every 6 months or something. Like, you're not top of my head, but... That's something that I sometimes do, depends on, like, the situation. But I will come over... I'll go over to the page and just like see whatever and see how they're getting on, because sometimes I used to be close with like these people, so it's good to kind of check in, but again, it just depends on like how we fall out or how we stop talking. The final one for me would be, have I ever muted someone I actually like, romantically or just as a friend thing? For me, I'd say nah. No. I'll just openly talk to them because what have I got to hide? Cool, I get anxious, I get shy, but I always make it a point to go and talk to you. So, yeah. But yeah, I think that's everything, to be honest. I just want to say, first of all, have a look at my custom jumper, sweatshirt, whatever you want to call it. I designed it myself. Thanks to my graphic design skills. Life of the party, that's what I am. Get to know, don't show. But yeah, that is all of me. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the episode. I just wanted to say thank you so much for keeping up with me and following the journey. And just do not forget to follow all the social platforms as usual. I am on Instagram under Ishy'S Live Superstars Pod. I am also on Spotify, and you can catch me on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, and all the links are going to be shared down below. So with my little 1-year anniversary gifts, I want to say thank you so much, everyone, again, and just to many more episodes, many more guests. And if you have any requests on what you want me to bring on, or who you want me to bring on, whether it's a celebrity or friends that you know or I know or we get along with, feel free, just give me a DM, drop a comment down below, and yeah, I will say see you later and Peace out. Bye.